Round 3 of the ABL season saw Perth Heat really step it up. The undefeated Heat have lived up to their name a quarter of the way through the season, blazing an 11-game winning streak, the longest in league history, to remain perfect after their dominant Round 3 sweep of the Sydney Blue Sox. Perth's batters shredded Sydney's normally stellar pitching staff in Round 3, with the Heat outscoring the Sox 46 runs to 14 over 4 games. Wow. Sydney giving up a whopping 62 hits in the lopsided contest. The Heat took Game 1 6-2 behind an excellent outing from Daniel Schmidt, who struck out 6 and allowed just 1 earned run in 8 innings pitched to pick up his second win of the season. Perth exploded with 16 runs on 24 hits to crush Sydney 16-1, if you don't mind, in Game 2. 5 Heat players had 3 hit nights, and every man in the Perth lineup had at least 1 hit in the game. Mitch Graham belted a 3-run shot in the 9th and had 4 hits on the night to lead the Heat's offensive onslaught. Perth now 11-0 after 3 rounds, whilst a slumping Sydney sit at 4-8 after losing 7 straight. Ouch. In Melbourne, the Aces have climbed out of last place in the ABL standings by winning their first series of the season 3-1 over the second-placed Brisbane Bandits. Paced by a 4-run second inning, the Aces took their Sunday doubleheader with the Bandits 5-1 at Melbourne Showgrounds. Aces import pitcher Nicholas Ungs held the Brisbane Bats in the first game of the doubleheader, allowing only 2 hits in 6.2 innings pitched to lead Melbourne to a 5-1 win. The Aces breaking open a scoreless game in their big second, getting RBI singles from Josh Davies and Paul Rutgers, before a 2-run Dominic Ramos double made it a 4-0 game. Melbourne added another in the third on a John Edwards sacrifice fly before cruising the rest of the way in the 7-inning affair, which was moved to Sunday after Saturday's rainout. Brisbane starting pitcher Stephen Chambers lasted just 2 innings, allowing 4 runs in those. In contrast, Melbourne starter Nick Ungs pitched a dominant outing in earning the win. The Bandits chased him with 1 tally in the 7th, but mustered just 2 hits on the day. Melbourne again taking the series 3-1. So following their strong performances in Round 3, Mitchell Graham of the Alcohol Think Again Perth Heat and Nick Ungs of the Jet Couriers Melbourne Aces have earned our Player of the Week honours. So let's have a look at the standings after Round 3. Perth well out on top, Brisbane, Canberra and Melbourne making up the top 4. Sydney now back in 5th place and Adelaide at the bottom. See you again next week.